England Patriots. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway in Foxborough. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Check. 22 needle. Ready, go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now second and 4.
62 blaster.
They'll keep it on the ground. Eason, and he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on first and second down. And then on third down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Tua. He's going to look deep down the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Now Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. First carry now for Pierre Strong. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Charles, a nice play there, wasting no time making his presence felt for this defense.
And you know, we heard the same conversation around the league. A lot of people were surprised that he was available, and they let him go. And now he's going to make a big-time impact with his new squad.
Go. Jump.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones. And he gets this to Thornton. Touchdown! Tyquan Thornton. 28 yards. And the Patriots are on the board here first in the season opener. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, Eason, and he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Eason, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. On 2nd down now, Eason, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on 3rd. Tua sets up to pass it. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason, and runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Throwing, Jones. Got his man, it's Thornton. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Harris running straight ahead, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. This one left side, caught by Patterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them. Offensively, obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On play action, here's Tua sliding out of the pocket. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now a give right side. Eason. And he's got room. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 65 5 yards. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Pats at the line, ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Jones out left and complete to Thornton. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 30 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. First and 10, it's Patterson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. A run with Harris out of the shotgun, and he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
60 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. He was trying to dance in around the sideline but fell just a couple of yards short. Still, he's got him in great position.
He certainly does. They did a nice job keeping him from getting into the end zone, but they're definitely back on their heels after that run.
They'll try and run with Harris. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Damian Harris taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
Come on, let's go.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Dolphins force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
Rolling to his right.
To a hit, and the ball is out.
And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And it's now 21-7. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Jones. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, he's going to float this one deep right side. Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Now he'll escape to his left. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 57 yards. Those wide receiver screens like that, isn't that what they said they wanted to implement more in the game plan this week?
They certainly did because they felt like they had an advantage with their receivers out in open space. They thought they could make the first guy miss like a punt returner and then pick up nice blocking downfield.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but
Felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. On third down, Eason. And he'll go down at the 28. Tua on fourth down. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoor them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Flush to his right. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Pats are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
You have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On 2nd and 10, Tua steps away to his left. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. So a good catch there by a guy who, let's face it, should not have been on the free agent wire.
I'm like you. I can't believe he was available. I bet there was a long line of teams who wanted to get him.
Here we go, set. Block 40. Man, cycle.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 41. As a quarterback, Charles, you have to imagine that he knew that heat was coming there on that snap. But this time, the pressure forces him into an interception.
Absolutely he knew, and maybe that's a spot in other parts of the game. He's going to think about just throwing that one away, but down late in the 4th quarter, he has no choice, no luxury. He's got to try and make a play. And even with that pressure around him, he tried to complete it downfield to no avail.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They go play action here on first down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Matthew Judon in there to take him down. Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. On the give, this is Harris. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. In week 1, a very solid start to this new campaign. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Right there, 54.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oftentimes when you lose in a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Jones now throwing on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the play.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Pats are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. After the sack on first down, Jones, and he's going to go down again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Jones, off play action. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man, complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. 96 yards. And the Patriots are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 24. Now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time?
And now here is another interception. And the Patriots are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading